Well, hi again, everyone. This is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is game number 18 of Roberto Clemente's Race to 3,000 Hits for the 1972 season using Strat Super Advanced. The Braves continue their road trip. This time they head to Atlanta, Georgia to face the Atlanta Braves. And tonight's pitching matchup is Doc Ellis for the Pirates and Tom Kelly for the Braves. And, well, this is a night game in Atlanta. 1-6 is good, 7-17 is average, and 18-20 is bad. And that's a 10, so average weather here in Atlanta. 1-10 for lefties for ballpark singles. 1-4 for righties. But the home run ball, if it comes up, will be 1-18 either side, so the ball does jump out of Atlanta. Yeah. All right. So since it's a new team, I'll go through the order. There's a couple changes from the last game. Dave Cash leads off, plays second base. Al Oliver in center field. Roberto Clemente in right field, batting third. Cleaning up is Willie Stargell in left field, batting fifth and playing third base is Richie Hebner. Batting sixth behind the plate is Manny Sanguillen. Batting seventh at first base is Bob Robertson. Batting eighth and playing shortstop is Gene Alley. And batting ninth and pitching is Doc Ellis. Defensively behind Kelly, behind the plate is Earl Williams. At first base is the not-so-baby bull Orlando Cepeda. Second base is Felix Millan. Third base is Darrell Evans. Shortstop is Marty Perez. Left field, Rico Carty. Center field is Ralph Garr. And right field is Mike Lum. Here's a pitch to Dave Cash. And flies it to center field, one away. And here is Al Oliver. And that's a ground ball to first, and Cepeda takes it to the bag himself, two away. Here's Roberto Clemente. If you don't want to know what he needs for the rest of the replay, skip ahead a couple seconds. 88 hits and 343 plate appearances. Trip fours, single to 7. Not on a 10. So line drive to third, caught by Evans, and that retires the side. Through a half inning, it's the Pirates nothing and the Braves coming to bat. All right, and here is Ellis face Felix Millan. And that's a ground ball to short, and Alley retires Millan, one away. Here is Ralph Garr. Triple sixes, back to the mound. I just have to see if he gets to it. 3-15, he'll get to it. E0 means I don't have to check the error range. Make sure 3-15. Yep. So Ellis off the mound, gets there and throws out Garr, 2 away, I should say. Brings up former Indian Rico Carty. And that's to the second baseman, Cash. That's fine without any runners on. And 8 and a 12. That will retire the side. One complete here in Atlanta. I believe this is Fulton County Stadium. And Stargell, Hebner, and Sanguillen do up for the Pirates. And here's a pitch to Stargell. 1-18, and the Pirates take a 1-0 lead. And that ball is high, deep, and gone. Ballpark won't hold that one. 1-0 Pirates. There's Richie Hebner. And that's a first base chance for Cepeda. He's a 5. But a 19 will do. And Cepeda a 10 and an 8. No 8 there, so Cepeda throws to Kelly covering 1 away. And here is Manny Sanguillen. And field goal roll there. Ground ball to the shortstop. And Marty Perez throws out Sanguillen 2 away. And here's Bob Robertson. Weak ground ball to second, and that will retire the side. Pirates take the lead on the Stargell homer. 1-0 going to the bottom of the second. And Cepeda, Williams, and Evans due up here in the bottom of the second. And that's just a bit outside ball 4. First base runner for the Braves today. They will not hold on Cepeda. Havoc roll for nothing on the 3. Here's the pitch to Earl Williams. Another 3 roll. 1-15 home run chance. And that ball is hit the deep left field. And Stargell racing back. He's out of room, and it's out of here. So just like that, the Braves take a 2-1 lead. One to 15 was the home run chance, and he got a 6. So in the words of early Rich Eisen, he got it. 5 and a 6 full eyeball to right. Clemente 1 away. Here is Mike Lum. 5 and a 9. 1-3 triple chance. Not on the 20. So that will fall in for a hit. And Lum is on first base, and he will... 65% chance. Nah, they won't hold him on, and he won't try to steal. Only had 1 stolen base on the season anyway. All right, nothing on the Havoc roll on the 10. Here's Marty Perez. And that's into center field for a base hit. Lum, not being held on, makes him a 15. No arm for Oliver. He will take third, and they will not throw to keep Perez at first. So runners on the corners with 1 out. The reason they're doing that is see if they can get the pitcher to hit into a double play. Here's Kelly using pitcher inning card number 1. They'll let him swing away. Nothing on the 7. And 3 and a 5, and he does exactly that. Weak grounder to short. 6-4-3 double play. I'm not sure if you want to call a whatever Taylor shop you want to call double play on that, but hey, if you want to, go for it. 2 runs for the Braves here in the bottom of the second, and they lead 2-1 after 2. And Allie, Ellis, and Cash due up here in the third. Six and a 7. That's a second base chance for Mian. He is a 1. With nobody on, I'm not going to roll for an out. And E11. Ooh, E11 and a 15. There is a 15, so Mian nonchalantly throws in the dirt, and it gets away from Cepeda. And that's an error on Mian. And the Braves are expecting a bunt here, and they will bunt with Ellis up. Havoc roll. Nothing on the 14. And here's the bunt. I believe this will go back to the mound. Yes. Back to the mound. And a 5 on a... Ooh, E-bunter on a 5. Nice job. Not the greatest of bunters, but he lays it down. 1-4 on the sacrifice as Allie will move to second base. 1 away. Ellis getting some high fives in the dugout. Here's Dave Cash. Nothing on the 13. 5-5. Struck him out. 2 away. Here's Al Oliver. Nothing on the 11. And Tapper back to the mound, and that will retire the side. The leadoff error does no damage. And to the bottom of the third we go. Braves lead 2-1. And top of the order due up for the Braves here in the third. Mian, Gar, and Curdy. And ground ball to second, and that will retire Mian as Cash throws him out. 1 away, and here's Ralph Gar. Struck him out. First strikeout for Ellis, 2 away. And here's a Rico Cardi. And that's a chopper to first. And Robertson will throw to Ellis covering. That retires the side. We go to the top of the fourth. 2-1 Braves. Clemente, Stargell, and Hebner do appear in the top of the fourth. Stargell or Clemente lined out. The third is first time up. And that's a line drive. Not cut off. Leadoff double here for Clemente here in the fourth. Now 87 hits away from 3,000. As yes, he has been quite scalding here in this first 18 games. All right, here's Stargell, runner on. They will not hold Clemente. And that is a fly ball to left field, and that will retire Stargell as Cardi puts it away. 1 away. Or, nope, that is 1 away. All right, and here's Richie Hebner. Nothing on the 3. triple threes there, and that's a walk. And I'll take a quick break here for just a second. All right, the catcher going out to the mound, talk to Kelly, first and second. 1 out. We're not holding anybody on for Manny Sanguian. Nothing on the 5. Three left field chance. Oh boy. Carty is a 5. 3, that will be big trouble. And that could be as well. 5 and a 3. That will get over Carty's head. Carty is an E7 and a 15. So 5 and a 3. So double 3 stars with a 2-base error. All right, so let me show you this. So Carty is an E7. You see the 15 there, an E2. And on a double 3 stars with an E2, double and an error, batter and all runners score. So it's a double. Clemente will score. We'll give him that RBI. Six. Hebner will go to third, and then on the throw home, he throws it way up the line and in the dugout. And he bobbles at first. That allows Hebner to score. And then they go to third. And then compounds it by throwing it in the dugout. And all runners score. That's how I'll call that play. So bases are empty. 1 out, and the Pirates retake the lead 4-2 for Bob Robertson. And that's a ground ball to second. Mian will retire Robertson 2 away. And back to Gene Alley. One to 2 home run chance for Alley. No. That's fly ball to left, and that will retire the side. Pirates get 3, 2 of them unearned. And retake the lead 4-2. Cepeda, Williams, and Evans. Here's Cepeda. Struck him out. 1 away. There's Earl Williams. Fly ball to center field, and that will be caught by Al Oliver. 2 up, 2 down. There's Darrell Evans. Oh, 50-50 chance for a single. And that's the right end for Evans. So he's got a 2-out single. And will hold on will not hold on the runner. So it'd be 1-13 if he wants to steal, and he will not. Nothing on the havoc roll for Lum. And it's a 1-4 double chance. So a 1-4 double chance. And he got it. So Evans hits third. Not being held on 13. 2 outs makes him a 15. Center fielder, no arm. 1-15. They'll throw through, even if it means Lum goes to third on the throw. 1-15. And he is out at the plate. So we'll call that 8 to 6 to 2. A double for Lum, but that retires the side. Base running short circuits an inning, but the Pirates still lead 4 to 2. And he had Marty Perez coming up, and he hits 228. Figured that 75% chance was better than what Perez had. All right, Ellis, Cash, and Oliver do up for the Pirates as they get ready to start their third time through the order. And here is Doc Ellis, sacrifice bunt, his first time up. And left-handed, switch hitter betting left-handed. It's a fly ball to center field. And that's caught by the center fielder Gar, one away. And here's Dave Cash. Base hit to right field. And let's see here. Williams is a 0. Oh boy. They will hold him on, but Cash will try to get a lead. 2 to 6 and a 12. He gets it. 8, he is picked off. Ooh. 7, he just gets back. So they will hold him on. He will not go anywhere. Here's Al Oliver. Nothing on the 14. And that's a base hit to right field. Now, because it's hit to right field, the runner will lose 2, or no, will gain 2. It's a single to left field that he loses 2. So he gains 2. So 1 to 19. Right fielder Lum is a -2. So that kind of, let's see, they were holding him on. So 15, 17, 1 to 15. We'll play a little decide or die here. They're gonna send him 1 to 3. They'll throw. Nope, they'll just 75% chance they'll let him go to third. They will hold the runners, keep the double play in order. Braves will play the infield in. Maybe not. No, they'll play the infield back, looking for a double play. All right, here's Clemente. 1 for 2 with a double. Nothing on the 10. And he walks Clemente. The walk, the base is loaded. Moot point, I guess, either way. So Clemente has reached base, and here's Willie Stargell. Oh, boy. Nothing on the 11. Here's the pitch to Stargell. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered if you are a Braves fan. Ground ball to second. Mian to Perez. Over to Cepeda. Inning-ending double play. Actually, no, hold on. Whoops, it said the infield was in. Wait a minute, just a second. Let me check my notes and see if this isn't a home to first double play. All right, bases loaded. Ground ball A. Okay, so I guess this is technically a double play, but this is not a. This is a 4 to 2. The 3 double play. As I said, the runner on third is out as well. So it's a double play either way, just 4 to 2 to 3, not 4 to 6 to 3. And that will retire the side. I know I don't keep fielding stats, but we want to keep the legitimacy of the game. So golden opportunity goes by the board for the Pirates here in the 5th. but they still lead 4-2. And Ellis will face Perez, Kelly, and Mian. And here's a pitch to Perez. Base hit to center field for Marty Perez. And the Pirates are looking for a bunt here. Kelly's a C bunter. Yeah, they'll put the bunt on. Nothing on the 19. Here's the pitch to Kelly. Squares around. Okay, D and a 9. One and 2, so they will leave the bunt on. If he gets another 1 and 2, it's a strikeout. Ooh, an 8. That might be a good sacrifice. D and an 8. No, that's a 1 and 2, another 1 and 2, so he will strike out. 1 away. So 2 chances to get a bunt down, couldn't do it. So here's Felix Mian. Nothing on the 17. A 1-16 single chance. And that will do, and he will just advance to 1 base. So first and second with 1 out, they will. I get a good speed on the base path. They'll hold all runners. Nothing on the 10 for Gar. And that's a base hit to center field. Scoring from second is Perez. Moving to third is Mian. 4-3 is now your score. As Gar gets an RBI single. And here's Rico Carty. Pirates will play the infield in. Actually, yeah, remember, play the situation, not the game. All right, we will play the infield in. I could cheat and say, well, he doesn't have any A+, so I won't play the infield. I'll play the infield in. No, we'll play the infield in no matter what. So nothing on the 16. And doesn't matter, struck him out. So 2 away. Let's see if Ellis can get out of it. He's still got to face Orlando Cepeda. Nothing on the 10. Five and a 7. Fly ball to center field. Oliver calls for it and makes the catch to retire the side. The Braves get a run closer, but still trail 4-3. So we go to the 6th, and this is Kelly's point of weakness inning. He has faced 24 batters, or 22 batters, excuse me. So we'll leave him in, and possibly when his next spot in the order comes up, we'll pinch hit for him, possibly. All right. Richie Hebner walked and scored his last time up. And that's a fly ball to right field. 1 away. Here's Manny Sanguillen. Ground ball to third, and that will Evans will retire Sanguillen 2 away. And here is Bob Robertson. 5 and a 4. Fly ball to center field. Gar is a 4. You don't really have great outfielders except for Lum. 4 and a 6, that's not good. I'll cut the ball off. And 12 and an 8. No, there is no 8, so 2-out single for Bob Robertson. And they will have to hold him on. In fact, he will try to get a jump. On a 4, he'd be a +5 and a +3. So he'd be 1 to 16 if he gets a jump. And we'll do that again. None on a 6, and there's no pickoff. So will be held on, but will not be going anywhere. Gene Alley due up. Nothing on the 18. And 1 to 9 single chance. Not on the 19. Line drive to the shortstop. And Marty Perez squeezes it to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And that was only 1 point against his point of weakness. So he will be okay. Williams, Evans, and Lum due up for the Braves here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's a pitch to Williams. And that's a 1 to 14 single chance. And that's a line drive to the shortstop. So the D20 is going high evil instead of low evil today. There's Darrell Evans. And struck him out. Fourth strikeout for Ellis. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And here's Mike Lum. And against the lefty, fly ball to center field. And that will retire the side. We go to the top of the 7th. 4 to 3, Pirates lead. And this looks like this will be the last inning for Kelly. Unless they want to, I wouldn't double switch here, but you never know. All right, Ellis, Cash, and Oliver. Five, 6. Switch hitter betting left-handed, struck him out. That is, could that be the first strikeout for Kelly? Yes, it is. Okay, Dave Cash now up. And ground ball to short, and that will retire Cash 2 away. Here is Oliver. Fly ball to left and a 1-2-3 inning, and that will be it for Kelly. Pitch 7. Okay, 7 solid. I wouldn't say solid, but okay innings. 2 of the runs are going to be unearned, so we only give up 2 earned runs. That error by Curdy, very costly. All right, this is Ellis's point of weakness inning. Perez, don't want to use Hank Aaron or... Dusty Baker is, well, no. Actually, Jim Brazil has grabbed a bat and he will come on deck. All right, here's the pitch to Marty Perez. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And could be 3 for 3 if he gets a 1-16. And he does. So Perez reaches for the third time. And I think they're going to change their mind. They are going to go with Dusty Baker to pinch hit for Tom Kelly. They'll have Steve Barber and Pat Jarvis loosening in the bullpen. So Dusty Baker getting called to the plate. Of course, he will be in Cooperstown in a few years as a manager. Good ball player, too, as a player. I think we've already gone over that on RGL's channel, but still worth going over again. In fact, he was on deck for Hank Aaron's 715th home run. Nothing on the 10. Here's the pitch to Baker. 5 and a 4 catcher chance. 1 and a 12 for Sanguian. That will be a pop-up into fair territory. Sanguian throws the mask off. And on a 12 on an E3, he makes the catch in fair territory to retire Baker 1 away. There's Felix Mian. Singled his last time up. Nothing on the 9. 4 and a 5. Struck him out. And do I have a... No, I think they're going to let... I don't want to go to Walker here. I don't want to go to Ramon Hernandez. They're going to let Ellis try to finish out the 7th here. 2 down. Havoc roll. Here's Ralph Garr. Garr is 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. RBI single, actually. And ground ball to first. And Robertson steps on the bag himself. And that will retire the side. Oops, and you sang your 7th, or you're taking me out to the ball game. Great. If you didn't, that's okay too. So I completely screwed that up. Anyway, top of the 8th here. Let's see. Due up for the Pirates, Clemente, Stargell, and Hebner. So righty, lefty, lefty. So we will go with the lefty, Steve Barber. Clemente is 1 for 2 with a walk. He doubled as well. So Kelly has been replaced. And here's Clemente. And the lefty Barber takes on the righty Clemente. Here's the pitch. 555s. And against the righty, struck him out. And here is Stargell. Homered in the 2nd inning and has flown out and grounded out his other 2 times up. Oh, boy. Oh, got him on the field goal roll there. Struck him out. So 2 up and 2 down for Barber. Here's Richie Hebner. And missed one there. Fly ball to center field. 1-2-3 inning for the Pirates here in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and Ellis will likely be on a very short leash. As you'll have the duo of Ramon Hernandez and Dave Justy. Actually, we're going to save one of them. So it's going to be Ramon Hernandez and Bob Miller. loosening in the bullpen. As the Pirates carry a 4-2 lead going to the bottom of the 8th. Cardi, Cepeda, and Williams. And against a righty fly ball to left field. 1 away. And back to Cepeda. Oh boy, 1-6 triple chance. That's a 17. So they will hold them to a single. And, not going to burn a pinch runner here. That was the tying run, I think about it, but not the run that only puts them 1 run closer. And here's Earl Williams, who homered in the 2nd inning. Havoc roll. Actually, you know what? No. The righty, so they will go to the lefty, Ramon Hernandez. So Ellis gives up the first batter hit in the 8th, and he will be pulled. Faced 31 batters, so I think that would be about the limit that Ellis would face. So, I don't know if Chick-fil-A was a thing in the 70s, but we're going to say the Chick-fil-A call to the bullpen. All right. Hold on, timeout. Yes, Chick-fil-A was definitely a thing by 1972, so we will say the Chick-fil-A call to the bullpen. All right, so Earl Williams with the Havoc roll here. We are not holding on Cepeda. Nothing on the 9. Here's Earl Williams. Triple sixes. And that's a ground ball to short. Alley to Cash to Robertson, inning-ending double play. So that's a great thing for Hernandez. 1 batter, 2 outs. And that retires the side. So he can pitch. He can get 5. He can get a 5-out save. So this will be about the limit that he could do. He wanted. All right, top of the 9th. Barber will stay in and have his 2nd inning of work. Sanguin, Robertson, and Alley. Sanguin doubled and scored in the 4th inning. And he draws a walk, so leadoff walk, and here's Bob Robertson. Nothing on the 20. There's a pitch to Robertson. 2 and a 9 against the lefty. Struck him out. And here's Alley. And Pirates have to get a pinch hitter, so Dave Justy is loosening in the bullpen. And here's the pitch to Alley. 3 and a 9. 1-15 double chance. That's a 6, but they will hold the runner at 3rd. 2nd, 3rd with 1 out. And the Braves will definitely bring the infield in. And your pinch hitter for the... We'll go with Vic Davalillo. Well, pinch hit for Hernandez. So that means Justy will be Well, more than likely coming into the game. Like Rico Carty, he was also a former Indian at one time. So 1 out here in the top of the 9th. 4-3 is your score. Pirates looking to add a couple insurance runs here. Second and third, 1 out, infield in. Barber facing the lefty Davalillo. Oh boy, 1-3, it's a wild pitch. Not on the 9. Good stop by Earl Williams. Here's the pitch to Davalillo. 2-3. And he draws a walk, so the bases are loaded. For Dave Cash, infield still remains in. Nothing on the 13. 3-5. And that is just a bit outside. Ball 4. Scoring from third is Sanguian. And the bases still remain loaded. And with the lefty Oliver, we will make the call to the bullpen and bring in Pat Jarvis. Heck of a situation he got himself into. All right, Oliver, 1 out, bases loaded, infield in. Pirates up 5-3. Nothing on the 18. Second base chance. That is Mian. Yes, we will have to roll. And a 20. Ooh, that could be a G1. In fact, that will be a G1. And that's an 11 on an E11. There is no 11, so G1, bases loaded, infield in. That's your, once again, your classic 4-2-3 double play. And that retires the side. But the Pirates do get a run to extend the lead to 5-3. And in comes Dave Justy to finish the game. All right, so Justy will replace Hernandez. And Evans, Lum. And I can't really take out Marty Perez. He's not a great hitter, but he is 3 for 3 on the day. We shall see. All right, so Justy will be in the game. The recently departed Dave Justy. I think it was earlier in sometime in January he passed. All right. So Hernandez got his 2 batters out, and here is Darrell Evans. 1-3, fly ball to center field. Oliver tracks it down, 1 away. Here's Mike Lum. 5-6 against the lefty, struck him out. Final chance for the Braves is Marty Perez. And Hank Aaron has grabbed the bat, and he will come on deck. No havoc roll. One and a 4, and Aaron will get the chance to bat. So Hank Aaron will pinch hit for Jarvis. Two outs, runner on first. They're not holding on Perez. Havoc roll. Nothing on the 4. Here's the pitch to Hank Aaron. 6 and a 9, and Aaron draws a walk. So Justy not making this easy for himself. And back to the top of the order, here's Felix Mian. They're not holding either runner on. Here's the pitch to Mian. 4 and a 2. Bouncer to third. Hebner throws to first, and that's your ball game. Final score from Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Pirates win this one 5-3. Be right back with the details. All right, final line score. Pirates 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Braves 3 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. Your winning pitcher would be Doc Ellis with Dave Justy with the save and Tom Kelly with the loss. Clemente did pick up a hit, so 87 hits and 339 plate appearances needed. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Please leave a like. It helps the video to be seen. If you want to comment on the video, please do so. Anything you'd like, memories, whatever. And please, if you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be notified of any new videos. And whatever game you are playing, please enjoy it to your fullest. Have a good night, everybody.